Nav GPS.
November Yankee Lima 5 by 5.
And on com 2 for November Yankee Lima.
Flight
5 by 5 and 2,
instruments.
but I think the volume is a little low, but it's clear.
November Yankee Lima, thank you.
Okay. Brake test.
110 traffic, London Foxtrot, reached over the town of Carlisle, 2,000 feet, heading back to Burlington.
We're going to 1-4.
Yeah, we'll go to 1-4.
So we'll go out here and turn right?
Yep. Nice, brakes are working. As we turn, we'll check the gyros as well. Our heading indicator's moving. Wing is dropped in turn on the turn coordinator. There you go. Nice.
Burlington traffic external, turning downwind runway 14.
Okay, let's get those wind inputs in.
So we're going here and slightly this way?
Yeah.
Almost looks like it's behind us.
Yeah, the winds are kind of like bearing around, but as long as you got the forward pressure because it's a tailwind, that's good.
Yep. But still, if we're taxiing and turning, we pull back momentarily for that?
Yeah, whenever you turn, go full aft pressure. That way we get the pressure off the nose wheel and we could maneuver it a little bit more freely.
Okay.
Okay, nice inputs. You see that wind kind of change, you can make adjustments.
Okay. So for this, I'm just gonna go behind him a little bit, or like beside him?
We'll go beside him, so we'll have to make a tighter turn than yesterday.
India, turning final, runway 14, touch and go.
So basically, instead of going to the very corner, we'll just go beside and do a sharp turn so that we're angled the same way.
Okay.
So we go aft pressure here. Start making that tight turn now. Nice and close to the grass, and now you can make that sharp turn around. A little more brake. That's it. That's good there.
Good there?
That was straight out the nose. Good.
We'll do a run up here?
Yeah, sounds good.
Blast there. Fuel selector on fullest tank. Put the fuel pump on. Go to left. Pump off. Lean 2000. Brakes are holding.
Traffic, London Foxtrot, whiskey, turning mid, left downwind, runway 14.
Fuel pressure.
Romeo at 1600 on the north edge of the escarpment. Shortly crossing to the midfield and joining to the left downwind 144 full stop at circuit altitude.
It's about 100, about 120 on the next one.
Okay, what's the max?
175.
Perfect.
Suction, there is none. Alternator, so we're gonna load everything. We're at like 15 now.
Good.
Got to about 25.
Nice.
And then
Left side of the alternator, we'll turn off. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Right side.
this one.
Yep.
Okay, so it's off.
Good. And the light turned on and off too for the low volts.
Yep.
Good.
Mixture check.
Yep.
Traffic, London Foxtrot, whiskey, turning base, runway 1.
Okay, carb heat hot.
See a slight drop with RPM.
Yep, slight drop.
Good.
Go to idle. Then cut off. 100.
Traffic, Echo Sierra India, turning left, downwind for runway 14, touch and go.
Alright. Run up
Quentin
complete.
traffic, Romeo Foxtrot Whiskey, turning final, runway 14, going to be a
Are we doing pre-takeoff now?
Go ahead. Yeah.
The throttle's 1000. Fuel
Starting
selector on the left.
Romeo is over the field.
Mags on
Joining
both.
to the left downwind 14.
Primers locked.
After Echo Sierra.
Master switch is on. Fuel pump on. Mixture rich. Carby cold. Circuits are good. Engine gauges are in the green. On the edge here. Flaps, no flaps. Room for takeoff. Good. Doors and windows secure. The harnesses are secure. Controls. Free. Correct. Passenger takeoff briefing. So, if I remember correctly, if if we lose power before we reach midfield, we're going to power off. Or if we have an emergency. No, power down, brakes, and get off the runway.
Yeah, you're aboard takeoff. Good.
Aboard takeoff. If we're if we're airborne and we lose engines and we're not at circuit altitude, then we're going to pitch for best glide and find a spot in the field.
Yep.
And if we're at circuit altitude, then we're going to turn around and come back.
Do you remember what our climb speed is, or VY? Best rate?
87.
Burlington traffic, Whiskey Tango Tango, 3 miles south of the gravel pit, 2,000 feet. We'll overfly the gravel pit and then over the field for mid left downwind 14, Burlington.
traffic, Romeo Foxtrot Whiskey, clear the runway 14.
Yeah, I'll give you this guy.
Burlington traffic, Echo Sierra just turning final for runway 14, touch and go.
Burlington traffic, Indiana number Romeo, turning left, base 14 for full stop.
Wait here for the landing traffic. Run traffic, November Yankee Lima's lining up runway 14 and holding for traffic.
Burlington traffic, Whiskey Tango Tango, overhead the field for mid left downwind 14, full stop, Burlington.
Burlington traffic, Golf Echo Echo Delta is front of the circuit to the northwest, climbing through 1,700 for 2,300.
My wind input's there. Wait for this guy to get off the way. A lot of runway for a small guy.
Burlington traffic, Whiskey Tango Tango, joining mid left downwind 14, full stop, Burlington.
On traffic, November Yankee Lima is rolling runway 14, departure towards west. Okay, gauges are on the green.
Burlington traffic, limited members into position 14 and hold. Burlington traffic, Golf Zulu Whiskey Kilo is overhead Mount Nemo, 1,900 descending down to 1,500 to pass overhead the field and join the mid left downwind 14.
Burlington traffic, Echo Echo Delta is half mile to the south edge of Mount Nemo, 2,300 northwestbound of Mount Frick Lake, and we have that traffic in sight, no conflict.
Okay, you have control?
I have control.
You can continue the climb up here and keep the heading for now.
Continue climb heading 145.
Yep.
No call necessary to clear the circuit or clear the runway?
Yeah, we have to get to altitude first and then we'll turn out.
Gotcha.
Front traffic, November Yankee Lima is departing the circuit towards the west, climbing 2,300. There you go. Very nice. Oh man, hopefully it stays as smooth for most of the flight.
This is nice. A welcome change.
Yeah.
As we hit the roads.
Yeah. In the escarpment, we're gonna get bumped around. So we're heading west.
Traffic Golf Zulu Whiskey Kilo is turning mid left downwind 14, full stop.
West heading, I'm gonna start my rollout here.
And you can level off at 2,300 as well.
2,300. Wow. Is this summertime?
Yeah. That's what happens when the sun doesn't come out. Ground the traffic, November Yankee Lima is 2,400 feet. We'll overhead the gravel pits and are westbound towards Carlisle.
I didn't move fast enough on that one.
That's okay.
And I lost my heading during that process.
So there's
traffic
some
Delta
over here.
Kilo is turning final 14
There's
full
what?
stop.
There's an aircraft over
traffic, Remy November is departing
I left the
downwind
clock
northwest
somewhere, I
bound
don't see it.
1500.
Ground the traffic, November Yankee Lima is 2,400 feet. We're 5 miles to the west of the field, climbing 3,000 westbound. There's our traffic just behind our wing there.
Got it.
Okay, when able, I'd like you to climb up to 3,000 feet.
3,000?
Yep. There's also another traffic off our left. Should be no problem because they're 1,000 feet below. They're just in the circuit for the little grass strip over there.
That thing's certainly handy.
Yeah. Fast air traffic, November Yankee Lima is 3,000 feet. We're half mile to the north of the town of Carlisle and we're westbound. Okay, I have control.
You have control?
We're going to start the lesson right away.
Okay.
So basically first we'll do range and then we'll do endurance back.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick a heading of, let's say, something that steers us away from all the obstacles.
Alright. Man, it's like night and day difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm going to pick a heading of 210 for now. We'll see how this works. Might have to change it up.
Okay.
But basically first, I'm going to set my 2,300. We'll do turn our cruise checks here. Okay, so now I'm just flying straight in level of light. I'm trimmed out for it. You trimmed out for it, actually. It's all nicely level, right? What's my airspeed at right now?
You got...
You could use this guy too if you want.
Oh, here.
Yep.
Oh, 98?
98.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
So now I'm just going to decrease my RPM by 100 RPM. A little bit like that. I'm gonna have to slightly pitch nose up to keep my altitude and trim it up. Let the plane settle. I'm nicely trimmed. What's my airspeed at right now?
95.
Around 95, so it dropped about 3 knots. I'm going to go down another RPM.
Rocket air traffic, Golf Hotels over the rock tanks 3,000 feet, east standby.
Pitch it and trim. What's my airspeed now?
92.
So it dropped about another 3, 4.
Yeah, 91 right now.
Dropped another 100. Pitch and trim. Fast air traffic, November Yankee Lima is 3,000 feet. We're 1 mile to the south of the town of Freelton and we're westbound, looking out for Golf Delta. Okay, what's my airspeed now?
87.
87, so it kind of dropped off.
Fast air traffic, Golf Hotel is still over the tanks, 3,000. We'll descend down to 2,000 as we go eastbound, Jack.
Okay, sounds good, thanks. Okay, drop another 100 RPM. What's happening to my airspeed now?
79. So we're now
dropping,
78.
Just keep my altitude.
Yep.
So this is a huge drop, right?
74.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 RPM back up. Well, first I'm going to accelerate a little bit.
Okay.
That way I'm not too low of an airspeed and it won't force me to descend. And then I'm going to go to that RPM setting that was 1 above that. So that was at 18, so I'm going to go to 19.
I think we're passing off your 2 o'clock low for about half a mile.
Golf Hotel, we have any sight, no conflict. Have a good flight, November 8th.
You too?
They're just off there.
Got him.
Does that make sense though?
Yes.
And this is my best range, so 1 configured nicely here. This is where I would lean out the mixture. Nice and slow. There's the drop there, so I'm going to input it in there. And this is flight for best range.
Wow, so we're at 74, 75.
Yeah, it's dropping
To
a
do
little
that.
bit.
Pulse Lynch area traffic, Golf Echo Echo Delta is 4,000 feet, 2 miles to the east of Lake Pulse Lynch over the Morrison Quarries. Tracks upper airwork, 4,000 feet and below.
And depending on where you are, you have to make small adjustments.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yeah, what's this 116? that our max?
That's just a bug you could set, so you could set 116 in there for reference.
Oh, I see.
It's more used for autopilot, but this guy doesn't have autopilot. So
oh, okay.
just kind of a number that you have there. Does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Pretty simple, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting range, like, pretty slow.
It is pretty slow. But we also have a slight tailwind here, so we were allowed to have a lower power setting for the same range, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because the winds were slightly from the east and we're headed west.
Gotcha.
So we're running that tailwind pushing us along. Okay, anyways, you have control.
I have control.
I'd like you to keep a 210 heading.
210.
You could enter best endurance. So first make sure you're best range. Make sure you're nicely trimmed out first.
Okay, traffic, Golden Hotel is half mile south, slope 2,000 feet eastbound, switching frequencies.
I can actually, you know, kind of feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch the heading there, don't let it drift off. There you go. Cool, so once you're nicely trimmed, let me know and we'll start the best range configuration. Passenger traffic, November 8 Lima is 3,000 feet overhead, the town of Rockton, and we're westbound towards St. George. Okay, nice.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, let's decrease that RPM. Well, first, what's our airspeed now?
95.
Okay, 95. Let's decrease that RPM a little bit. 100. That's it. Adjust it to keep your altitude trim. There should be a slight airspeed decrease. How much did that airspeed drop, roughly?
About 3.
About 3, 4, yeah. Let's decrease the RPM by another 100. Still small adjustments, trim it out nicely. Then note down the airspeed.
We got 88. So about 3 difference.
Okay, so another constant one. Let's drop another 100 RPM. Okay, so how much did it drop now?
Got 85. About another 3.
Okay, let's do another 100 RPM. Pitch for the altitude, trim it out. Okay, what's happening to airspeed now?
Rapid decline.
Okay, and that was about 1900.
Yep.
So first accelerate a little bit, add the power back. Get the speed up, that way it's a little easier for us to keep altitude when we hit that power setting.
Okay.
And you're just gonna reset it back to like 1900 RPM-ish. Just above 19. There you go, pitch and trim. This is best range for the conditions present. Blown in. Okay, now while keeping your heading in altitude, I'd like you to clean out the mixture. Go nice and slow. Perfect, there you go, you saw the drop that time.
Yes.
Beautiful, and this is flight for best range. Any questions there?
No, so we got about 80, and we're holding altitude pretty steady and nice and calm, and Yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah. Okay, I have control.
You have control?
Extra rich here, I'll accelerate a little bit.
16, right?
1,500.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, it would be 16, but we got now on standard
Okay.
because of Toronto's airspace above.
Oh, gotcha. This is a different feeling for me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier in the day, and it's no sun's out, so
Burlington
not as
traffic,
much
this is Echo Victor
convection.
Sierra, lining up runway 14 for departure to the west.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to talk you through some stuff. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So basically just keep this heading low for now. And we're going to keep circuit altitude throughout the whole process until I tell you to descend.
Okay. I feel like we're like this way. I don't know if that's the wind.
Yeah.
Radio check, com 1.
Right now we're kind of crabbing into the wind, so even though we're pointed this way, we're kind of moving straight along.
Okay.
Looks like we're sideways.
Gotcha.
That's because of the wind.
Burlington Unicom, Zulu Kilo, radio check, com 2. Zulu Kilo, 5x5 on safe. Zulu Kilo, thanks.
Ground traffic, November Yankee Lima's over at the field. Give me turning mid left down on runway 14. Full stop. Hey, do you see that road coming up, Tremaine there?
Yep.
We're going to follow it northbound.
Okay. Want me to start to...
Sure, you could start kind of turning along that direction. I want you to be overhead that road though.
Okay.
And keep the altitude.
There we go. Some rudder there.
There you go, yeah. I felt that one. I'm like... A little more back pressure there. Get that altitude back.
Okay.
Ground traffic, November Yankee Lima's turning left down runway 14, full stop.
Burlington traffic, this is Echo Victor Sierra, just departed runway 14, currently 1,500 feet. Departing the circuit to the west, climb to 2,300 feet.
Okay, keep this altitude. I'd like you to add a notch of flaps since you're in the white arc.
Okay, white arc.
Yep, so you add a notch of flap there. Add one there.
One notch.
Good. And you could start reducing the power just slightly. Maybe like 2,000 RPM just to slow yourself down. That's it.
2,000.
Now next turn you're going to kind of go perpendicular to the runway again, so you can follow like these roads out there.
Okay.
And I'd like you to start descending now. That descend.
And turn?
Yep, and turn. Descending turn. You could pitch for about 85 on the airspeed.
5.
And you're aiming about for 1,200 before you hit the final turn here. You could decrease the power a little bit more there. Decrease it.
Decrease.
Like 1,500 RPM. You could add another notch of flaps. Good, and start pitching for that 85. Keep the descent going.
Oh, 85, gotcha.
There you go. Next turn, you're going to line yourself up with the runway there. Ground traffic, November Yankee Lima's turning final, runway 14, full stop. The wind's going to try to push you off. Just try to keep aligned as much as you can.
Yeah.
And you could pitch for about 80 on the airspeed. And you're looking at the runway numbers. So that is where you want to touch down at. So you're going to keep that stationary on the windscreen by using power adjustments. Right now they're moving up, so we're descending too fast. We'll add a little bit of power. But pitch for the same speed. Keep your 75 in there.
Burlington traffic, this is Echo Victor Sierra, currently overhead the escarpment at 2,300 feet, heading westbound towards the practice area.
Okay, very nice. I have control.
You have control.
Very nice.
Wasn't sure if you were trying to make me go all the way. I'm like, I don't know about this.
Always hit a gust off those hangers there. That was a very nice approach.
Oh, apparently I got a good teacher.
From the traffic, November Yankee Lima's down clear runway 14. Okay. You have control?
I have control.
Do those after landing checks.
Throttle 1000. Stand by. Flaps retract one time. Fuel pump off.
Good.
Unnecessary electronics. You got the landing time?
I did, yep.
Mixture. Back down.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
And where do you want to go?
we'll go on the third entry there.
The third? Okay.
Yeah, the last one there. And we had 3/4 and we flew for an hour, so we probably need fuel, but since there's no space by the pumps, we'll park on the hill.
Okay.
Go full lap pressure when you turn here. That's it. You see that yellow T over there?
Yes, you want to circle around to it?
We'll actually go straight in there.
Okay.
Because the winds are from the east today.
Burlington traffic, this is Echo Victor Steer, currently at 2,300 feet overhead the town of Carlisle, heading westbound towards the practice area, switching to practice area frequency.
There you go. Good here. Alright, very nice.
Shut down. Throttle 1000. Radio check. Nothing there. Ionics mask.